And Bryce, my older son, has just always wanted to be on motors, just like his dad. That was his wish ever since he was a little boy. And he has his dad's badge, has been reissued to him, his number.
Bryce Verna, P2+2 LAPD motor officer. I feel like I'm up on the stand. I was 9 years old when my dad was killed in line of duty. He was an LAPD motor officer. My dad was a very well-respected, very well-liked person on the job. A lot of people come up to me, and my dad met with them for 5–10 minutes of their life and had the impact on them the rest of their life. There is definitely a sense of pride with my family. I know it's got to be rough for my mom, knowing that my brother and I are police officers and we're out there. So she's never steered us away in the slightest bit of what we wanted to do with our lives and how we wanted to go about it.
Bryce's dad and I were married over 12 years. When I met him, he was on the police department, so that was his chosen career. You know, worked vice and all those basic things, and then went on motors, which had always been his dream. And had only been on motors less than a year. He did what's called a routine traffic stop. They had done what's called a California stop. They rolled through the stop sign, and he, of course, didn't know that there was 2 parolees in the car. The passenger in the back seat, they pulled a gun and shot him at close range, passed the gun, they both shot him. So they basically assassinated him, left him lying on the ground. And that's how we found out.
We're human, and we have to make split-second decisions that can be life or death, whether that's me on my motorcycle or taking someone's rights. So if I'm on my motorcycle and I see a violation or something that doesn't seem right with a vehicle, where it be paper tags and it's an '87 Toyota Corolla, you have to be aware of what you're going to do before you even walk up to the car. But in my case, a lot of it has to do with demeanor. No, I don't like writing tickets. That's one thing I like about being a motor officer, is if there's a fire, civil unrest, protest, riots, natural disaster, anything, we're the first ones to get sent, along with Metro and SWAT and stuff like that. That's another main reason why we get to take our bikes home, is because we're considered first responders.
First thing I noticed about him, he has amazing spirit, and he always is a super positive guy. I didn't know anything about his family history or anything. I just knew him as Bryce. He's pretty much got a smile on his face at all times. Finds the positive side of everything.
Working with Bryce is a lot of fun. He has a big heart. He's a genuine person, and he's like that with everybody.
I would hope that my sons and all officers would be treated fairly. Their dads, their uncles, they're our kids, you know, they'll always be our children.
The thing about being a motor officer is it takes a special kind of person. Like, there's a sense of humor that I think that people that we deal with, because it's such a dangerous job. It's one of the most dangerous jobs on our police department. My dad was a super, super nice guy. He was known for having a great sense of humor and just being that guy. And like I said, I've tried to emulate that, and I think I've carried on that tradition.